Close your legs. A few years ago, after returning from a family vacation, I was waiting in baggage claim for our luggage to arrive. I was sitting with my legs spread open in the airport seat because that was the most comfortable position at the moment. My mother, upon seeing this, immediately told me to close my legs and commented on how unladylike of a position that was. I obliged, of course, but had to think to myself, why was that position so unfeminine? Why couldn't I sit in the way that was the most comfortable for me? A few weeks ago, I was sitting in front of a computer watching a YouTube video in that same comfortable position when my crush walked in. I almost instinctively crossed my legs in an effort to appear more feminine and thus more desirable, and I was immediately brought back to that memory with my mother. So much of my everyday life is shaped by how I think I'm perceived because I'm a female. And I often think about whether I was born a male, how I could have had so many characteristics that I feel like are natural to me, like speaking loudly or taking on leadership roles, that those things would be so much easier for me to express if I were actually a man. And I hate that I consistently am stopping myself from saying certain things. I'm consistently just cognizant of the fact that I'm female, and the world just completely makes me feel that way. It's curious to me how, even though my perception of masculinity is one of luxury in the sense that they don't have to be cognizant on a regular basis of what their gender is, the fact is that men are just as limited and constricted by society's ideals of masculinity as women are. The pushback that they must have to experience from not being able to express themselves in certain ways or act in certain ways because they're not deemed masculine is just as damaging. It just seems blatantly obvious to me that having more and more people aware of sexual inequality is actually beneficial to both men and women, and equally so. To have the opportunity to express yourself exactly the way you want, to present yourself the way you want, and to look exactly the way you want without being constricted by what these ideals of masculinity and femininity are. That to me would just be so freeing.